Hey everybody, how are you doing today? We are going to be playing some main scenario today in A Realm Reborn. This is my first time ever actually. It's only my second ever stream here on Twitch, and my first time ever streaming any of the main scenario of the game. So hopefully this will go well. If you are new to the channel, my name is Solitary Saturn. Feel free to just call me Saturn, though, is fine. And I am currently playing Final Fantasy XIV for the very first time, completely blind. I am currently in A Realm Reborn in the second half of A Realm Reborn. I'm not sure what the actual name is for it, but like I've completed the base game and I'm now making my way through the I don't know, extension or whatever it is to A Realm Reborn. So that's what we're going to be doing today. So let me actually get some things sorted out here. Let's see, how do I hide that? I think this is the main scenario here. And then as I do this playthrough, I am open to tips and things like that, but try not to spoil any of the story elements for me or give me like too much guidance or direction. Like if you'll let me kind of navigate and find things as I go along, but if I get stuck, I may ask for help from time to time. Let's see here. So we needed to go speak with Alfino in... Oh, Limsa. Okay. Let's teleport over there. We just had the time change today, so I think it's supposed to start staying... the sun... Well, the sun's not staying up any longer. We just changed the time so it seems like it's going to. So it doesn't start getting dark so early in the evening now, which I really like. Oops, wrong way. Okay, let's see here. Technically, we lost an hour of sleep, but I think it's worth it. Alright, let's talk to Alfino. Ah, there you are. I am ready to ascend to the bridge and speak with Admiral... insert name here. Hey Arcana, how you doing? While the Admiral and I are finalizing permissory boundaries and signing parchments, I would have you begin the recruitment process in earnest. I have, of course, endeavored to spread the word of our organization through various channels, but I believe a personal approach will reach many who may otherwise remain ignorant of the opportunity. As for potential members, 'tis of no matter should they already be pledged to another institution, only that they are willing to lend their strength when the situation demands it. And you needn't range into the countryside. The upper decks alone are populated with sufficient candidates to suit our purpose. Once you are satisfied with your recruiting efforts, meet me at the airship ticket counter that we might prepare for the next leg of our journey. Okay. Scout for potential recruits on the upper decks. Upper decks. How do I get there? Does this person take me up? No. Maybe I can teleport up there. I think this is lower decks that I'm on currently. I think. Oh, upper decks. Let's just go here. And we'll navigate from there. Okay. So there's one over here. Doo-doo-doo. Or are they inside the building? Must be. Aha! What do you think you are? I'm a pirate, not some sodden knight in shining plate. Oh, that was one of them. Okay, let's see. There's one over this way. You know, the theme music here in Limsa is actually starting to grow on me. I did a video once where I did like a rating of the different starting town themes, and I think I put Limsa in 3rd place for that. But it's starting to grow on me the more time I spend here. Where is this person? Oh, there they are. A precursor to a united Eorzean Grand Company. While I do admire the scope of your ambition, my responsibilities here at Naldik and Vimelis keep me close to the forge. I have not the time to be traipsing hither and yon across the realm. Should you require my skills as an armorer, however, I might be willing to accept some special commissions. Okay, let's see. So we got one to the left, to the west, and then 2 to the north. It's like a lot of areas here in Limsa that I have not explored. I feel like I haven't explored just because seems like the main scenario hasn't had me spend a ton of time here. Of the 3 cities, I feel like I spent the least amount of time here. Well, but ain't solitary. I'd not forget a venturer brave enough or daft enough to seek this shortcut into Titan's bedchamber. You remember old, Rio, don't you? Formerly of the Company of Heroes? 3 whistles at Bronze Lake? Aye, it ain't often I drag me arse out to Limsa for a drink, but I'm glad right I did. How fare you these days? Looking to put together a new crew. Top tier work. Sounds like right lark. It does. Alrighty, count me in. Oh, we're like recruiting people. Nice. Oh, look at the waterfalls. I don't think I've noticed those before. Okay, so maybe they're, maybe they're up here. Aha. An organization with the freedom to operate with territorial impunity. I must say your proposal intrigues me. But the Krakens, well know that there is a time to act and a time to watch, and I'm afraid this trial company of yours falls into the latter category. I see how it is. I see how it is. Okay. Whoa. Almost just jumped off the cliff. Is there another exit this way? I feel like this is where they did the remembrance speech at, if I remember from earlier. Master Alpino's new organization. Yes, I had heard the formation of his trial company was in the offing. 'Tis with regret, however, that I must decline your invitation. As commander of the Yellow Jackets, the protection of Limsa must needs receive my full attention. I think only like one person joined us there. Maybe two? Airship landing. Hopefully this will get me there. Oh, perfect. Put me right next to him. Solitary, your recruiting went well, I trust. I'm curious as to how my proposal was received by the rough and ready folk of Limsa. A member of the legendary company of heroes indicated his interest. Astonishing. I knew enlisting your aid was the right choice. A few could boast the acquaintance of such an elusive character. I too was successful in my task. The Admiral consented to sign all the documents requiring her approval. I can only hope that my visit with the Elder Seedseer proceeds as smoothly. Pray continue on to Gridania at your own pace. I shall await your arrival. Okay, to Gridania now. I think that's my return point, Gridania. Yes, it is. Cool. Okay, so... Conjurer's Guild. Oh, I wasn't even close to where I needed to be. Okay. Am I crazy, or if, like, the leaves, like... Is it, like, turning into autumn here in Gridania? I feel like I've never noticed, like, the autumn leaves here before. My audience with the Elder Seedseer is due to commence momentarily. I would be grateful if you would once more see to the task of recruitment here in Gridania. After you deem the well of potential candidates has run dry, let us rendezvous at the airship ticket counter as before. Okay. So, let's see. We have 4. Tis not often a guild officer such as myself gets recruited, and this company of yours certainly sounds to have some promise. But its duties appear less than focused. I must refuse your invitation until such time as your organization is more organized. Everybody's got to start somewhere, dude. We can't all be perfect right from the start. Okay. Airship landing here. That one I think I know how to get to. Yes. There we go. What news, Solitary? For my part, the Elder Seedseer was most amenable to our requirements. We got 2 of the 4 from here, I believe. Shall we strike into Ul'dah whilst the iron is hot? Let us meet at the Royal Promenade and endeavor to conclude our remaining business. Our journey draws to a close. Okay. Ul'dah. I think I want to go... Chamber of the Rule. There we go. Ul'dah, the Gilded City, where one's fortune defines one's worth. I hope some manner of fortune is with us, and that this final leg proves as successful as the previous 2. Might I suggest ascending to a lower level before beginning your recruitment efforts? I do not think the Sultana will take kindly to us poaching from her personal guard. Let's go straight for, what's his name again? Raubon? Okay, we have 5 here. So this one, Gladiators Guild. I don't even know if I have that Ethernet point. I guess we'll find out. Oh, I do. Gladiators Guild. Cool. Okay. Wait, you're the man who came to Little Alamigo looking for that masked devil. Who knows what might have happened if you hadn't? I'd probably be dead. And a whole lot more on my friends, a whole lot more of my friends besides. We were such fools. Any road, that disaster really got me to thinking about our homeland and about the outsider who saved us from ourselves. I realized how easily I'd been manipulated and vowed to make of myself a more worldly man. So here I am. A new company of champions, and you say it will take me to all corners of the realm? That sounds exactly like the kind of opportunity I need. And don't worry, I'm not the same stripling you met in Little Alamigo. I prepared myself to fight the evil I know now. I now know is out there. Cool. Let's see. So there's one over here by this guild. There it is. I like these jackets. Can you get one of these jackets in the game? Like these striped jackets? A company that looks to cure the ills of the realm entire? Listen, friend, I can scarce bear the complaints of the next stall over, let alone the conundrums of a neighboring nation. Alright, back to the promenade. Let's see, what's gonna be the best way to get there? Here we go. Chamber of the Rule. How fared you, Solitary? What hidden gems did the streets of Ul'dah offer up to your unrelenting gaze? A single Alamigan youth. Well, you've certainly given us an admirable start, even if our ranks are yet somewhat thin. In these troubled years following the calamity, talk of Eorzeal's salvation must seem akin to grasping at clouds. But there are those who have risen to the challenge, nonetheless, and the hope that inspires these people was born in no small part from the victories you yourself have won. Thank you. I will not squander the precious gift you have placed into my keeping. These recruits will become the foundation of a new beginning. And yes, we are free to begin. As you have no doubt surmised, the Sultana also graced my trial company with her blessings. Our first wave of recruitment is over, the documents signed, and the finances secure. There is naught to prevent me from taking the next step. You are concerned by the Syndicate's involvement, as was I. Thus was the origin of every coin of their contribution carefully scrutinized and recorded. This organization will not be built on corruption. Naturally, I would prefer not to rely upon outside sources at all, but even my family's substantial coffers would not sustain a venture of this magnitude. And as for the rumors and doubts surrounding this enterprise, Well, such things shall plague us until the company has had a chance to prove its worth. It will not be an easy process, but we will earn people's trust one success at a time. Speaking of time, we should not waste no more of it. We should waste no more of it. Let us return to the Rising Stones and lay the first stone for United Eorzea. I thought we were putting this thing together to take down the Syndicate. Apparently not. Apparently we're funded by them. Oh, airship scene. Oh?
Tell me, General, what think you of Alfino's bold endeavor?
I think it is more than bold, Your Grace. His organization would pave the way for a united Eorzea. Well do I understand his impatience, since facing the common threat of the Ultima weapon, our nations have seemed farther apart, not closer together. Considering the many problems we face, should we not be glad that someone else is taking the initiative?
We have all pledged our cooperation, yet the grumbling continues behind closed doors. Ul'dah is not alone in her duplicity. I myself have doubts as to the good this organization will achieve. With the inclusion of the finest soldiers of the 3 grand companies, it promises to be a fearsome military body. But whom will it serve? Even under the watchful gaze of the Scions, it is not unthinkable that such a force could perpetrate a great wrong. Does it not concern you that a significant proportion of its financial backing came from the coffers of the Syndicate? That those unprincipled worms might forge this extraordinary gathering of warriors into a private army?
I have trust in the Scions, Your Grace. They have spared us no end of trouble at the hands of the Primals. If they seek reinforcements, I deem it unwise to deny them. As for their finances, full many gave generously. And though our nobles proffered a sizable sum, their coin did not spill from the pockets of Lolorito and his cronies. And what of the presence of our stalwart adventurer friend in this endeavor? I doubt the Warrior of Light would betray our cause.
Yeah, you can trust me.
Yes, there is that, I suppose. Yet I have known people to change. Whether we will or no, the events of the age hurl us this way and that, like a dust devil skipping across the sands. Cannot be done about Telechi?
I have explored all avenues available to us, Your Grace. But as Ul'dah law now stands, we lack the evidence to convict him of any crime. To arrest him on spurious grounds would only play into his hands.
Ooh.
He has all but committed treason, and yet we can do nothing? Then what good our government? What worth the royal house? How deplorable this mockery of justice!
Oh, don't cry. Oh.
Have faith, Your Grace. It is not over.
That was a cool scene. Okay. Pray return to the Rising Stones, right? Okay. I'm trying to think about just what happened there. Okay. Things are starting to heat up a little bit. Let's see. I'm still trying to get used to coming to the Rising Stones instead of the Waking Sands. Is he in here? I think so. Alright. Let's see. That is not a journey I soon wish to repeat. But I cannot pause to rest. The culmination of all our effort is at hand. I must see to the preparations for the inaugural ceremony. Thank you for allowing me to monopolize your services. I am certain the antecedent will be relieved to see you free for other duties. Okay. Amphilia appears eager to welcome you back. Greetings. Alpino tells me all is in place to begin his trial company. The Scions shall certainly be grateful to have the support of such an organization. The inaugural ceremony is set to take place here at the Rising Stones. Tataru is cooperating with Alpino to see that all is in readiness, so I'm afraid the recruits themselves have been left to their own devices for the time being. Marsha, how you doing? Quite a number of new faces have arrived in Revenant's Toll of late, and I wonder if Slapborn might not find himself overwhelmed. Would you speak with him and see if there's aught he requires? I think we can handle that. Okay. I like almost never just talk to people at random to see what they have to say. Let's see what everybody has to say. I fear Ida's boundless optimism is beginning to affect my better judgment, and your tendency to triumph against the most terrible of foes is certainly not helping matters. Yeah, I can't help it if I'm that good. Let's see here. Perhaps I should arrange a sparring match. Papa Limo. I can't wait for Alpino to start his new company. I love making new friends. Technically, I guess we haven't officially started it yet. Where am I going here? Oh, here we are. Yeah, I need to talk to the NPCs a little bit more. Not like constantly, but here or there it can be nice, I think. What can I do for you, Solitary? I thought you'd have your hands full helping out with this new arm of the Scions. I barely noticed your recruits arrive. 'Twas barely a trickle compared to the flood of treasure hunters we have passed through here every day. While I appreciate your offer of aid, 'tis more your burden that concerns me. I'm told this trial company will answer directly to the antecedent, so I trust that means less work for you in the long run. It's all game over. Thank you for playing Final Fantasy 14. The shipment, we couldn't. Who's this? What befell? We were bringing a shipment to Revenant's Toll, provisions. Provisions for the frontier effort. But just as we sought to cross over into Mordona, we were set upon by brigands. I believe they may have been heretics. They were many, too many. We only escaped with our lives by abandoning the supplies. Pray forgive us. There is not to forgive. Provisions can be replaced, but smart soldiers are hard to find. Take your rest, and I'll have someone along to tend to those wounds. What to do? If heretics are involved, then this is like to be more than a case of simple thievery. Ishgard will need to be informed. Whence did these supplies originate? House Fortemps. We collected the provisions from Camp Dragonhead proper. Understood. I shall see that they are apprised of this development. Solitary, were you not on good terms with the knights of the House Fortemps? At one time, yeah. I'll be sending them a missive immediately, of course, but I would also have you travel there and offer your considerable talents. Yes, I realize I contradict my earlier hopes. Hey, you just said like a minute ago that there was no more work for me to do. But I need someone who can bring this incident to a satisfactory conclusion. Our favorable relations with Ishgard are far too important to risk half measures. Thank you for your understanding. I am certain... If anybody knows how to say this guy's name, let me know. We'll be glad of your assistance. Korthos. Wow, I feel like I haven't been there in ages. Okay. Camp Dragonhead. Clock on my screen. Well, well, if it isn't my fine friend. Would you care for a plate of roast karakul? Some mulled wine? No? I see you have not come into my hall merely to escape the biting cold. I was, in fact, on the verge of opening an urgent missive from Revenant's Toll, and I suspect the timing of your arrival is no coincidence. Alright, let's see here.
The incident with the new frontier hands?
I don't think I've heard this voice actor before.
I have been following their progress with no small amount of interest. Brave men and women all. They do our nation a great service. The existence of a fortified outpost in Mordona will do much to dissuade the Empire from trespassing on Kurth's soil. Right glad am I that you have chosen to lend your support to this endeavor. Never let it be said that House Fortemps does not acknowledge the efforts of her allies, or her
best
guests.
Boy?
'Twas in the spirit of gratitude that I arranged for sundry supplies to be delivered to Revenant's Toll. That the shipment should chance to be waylaid by heretics is poor fortune indeed. Poor fortune, I say, yet not without precedent. If you would know the truth of it, these incorrigible villains grow more organized with each passing day. This new unity of purpose we attribute to their leader, the Lady Iceheart. But though I have devoted significant resources to the task of identifying this woman, we have yet to learn so much as her birth name.
Lady Iceheart.
What we do know is that the heretics speak of Iceheart in reverent tones, and would gladly embrace death rather than betray her. Such loyalty is rare indeed, and I fear to imagine what so committed a collective might achieve. The brigands have not yet been so brazen as to risk direct confrontation here in Dragonhead. Some few of their number have, however, been sighted not far to the west of here, and with ever-increasing regularity. A visit to Whitebrim Front may bring you the answers you seek. Will you brave the snows, knowing what implacable foes may lie in wait?
Sure.
Halone's blessings be upon you.
Hello,
Though I take no pride in the admission, many of mine own countrymen are not so well suited as you adventurers to dealing with such foes. Were they dragons, it might be otherwise.
The voice acting is helping me learn how to say a lot of these words, actually.
But truly, I could not wish for a finer ally. You have done much for my house in the past, and I have no doubt but that I shall have cause to celebrate your deeds again ere long. Should you learn aught of value,
I had nothing to
pray
say,
return
I
to
just
me
stared
forthwith.
blankly.
A warm hearth and a warmer welcome shall be waiting for you.
Ooh, a parade? Okay. Whitebrim Front, where is that again? So I need to head to the west. What is this? I don't think I've ever seen this before. Maybe I have. Looks cool. Probably not where I'm supposed to go, though. There's a fair few best boys and best girls in this game. Ah, that's for later, I see. Is that a here? Oh, are they gonna be up the tower? Here they are. Stairs, get your stairs in, everybody. Solitary, is there aught you would ask of me? Pray speak plainly. I am a man of action and need no honeyed words. On the trail of a band of thieving heretics, you say? By the Fury. But you do seem destined to cross paths with those villains. I must confess, then, 'tis a sad truth that the wilds hereabout have indeed grown thick with their number. They strike swiftly, without warning, and are canny enough to evade our most able trackers. But 'tis not merely their newfound organization that confounds us. The heretics themselves seem somehow changed. I know not what manner of influence this Iceheart wields, but the men we face seem utterly lost in the grip of righteous fervor. 'Tis an unsettling and unnatural zeal. Mayhaps you would care to question one of their recent victims. As fate would have it, your arrival came moments after a trader was waylaid on the road. A patrol found the unfortunate fellow lying senseless in the snow and carried him to our infirmary, assuming he has registered the use of his, regained the use of his faculties. The merchant might recall some small detail that could aid you in your task. Okay. Okay. So they are... Oh, the infirmary. I think that's up here? If I remember correctly. Not you. Or you. Here they are. Tell you what happened? Why, yes, of course. I am quite recovered enough for that. Anything to help catch those cowardly Blackhearts. I was traveling my usual route to Whitebrim Front, when a sudden blow sent me reeling. The next thing I knew, I was on the ground, and several heretics were rifling through my cargo. Arms, armor, crystals, they were taking everything. 'Twas then that one of them noticed my bleary gaze, and stalked over to better acquaint my head with his mace. There's one way to put that. Before darkness claimed me, however, I distinctly heard the words, "Return to Snowcloak." Snowcloak. I dare say that is where they were hauling my goods, but you'll not catch me rushing off in pursuit. They tell me 'twas a miracle I survived it all, and I'll not trust my thick skull to save me a second time. Snowcloak, huh? Where? Search the wilds of Snowcloak and defeat any heretics you encounter. Oh, that's down there, eh? Okay. I don't know, everybody. I think this might be the place that we're supposed to go. Attack! Okay. Speak with the knight. Oh. Okay. Okay. Draw your weapon. Oh, he thought I was one of them? Wait, I recognize you. You were come seeking heretics. Then we share a common purpose. We were on patrol when we chanced across one of their raiding parties and pursued them here. By rights, we should have had them cornered in this ravine, and yet they are gone, vanished like icy wraiths. They can disappear, huh? Oh. Oh. Hello. Is this the... I already forgot the name. Ice Queen? I forgot the name already. Uh-oh. Huh. You glimpsed a woman atop the cliff. Oh, Iceheart. Could it be Iceheart herself come to sneer at our folly? And to where did she disappear? The heretics must have discovered a passage through the frozen wall, some hidden tunnel that escaped our notice. The plot thickens. We have not the men to risk further investigation. It would be best, were we to return to Whitebrim Front and lay our suspicions before Lord Drillamon. I could go get her, though. She's just up there. No? Okay. What is this? Iceheart. There's something about, like, this part of this theme. And flying around here in the snow, that's just like so perfect. Kind of has like this magical vibe to it. It appears I owe you my thanks once again. The surviving knights spared no detail in their report. The men you found out near Snowcloak were some of my finest. That they should be bested so handily. I fear I have woefully underestimated the threat these heretics pose. While I understand you might balk at the notion, I must ask you to put aside your mission and consider the stolen provisions lost to us for now. It would be ill-advised to blunder unprepared into what may be the very lair of our enemy. Pray return to Dragonhead and inform Lord Horshav... I already forgot how to say it. Horshaphant, there we go. Of your discoveries. He will wish to plan contingencies of his own. As for Iceheart and her fanatics, the freezing heights of Snowcloak will not shield them from our justice for long. Oh, I want to know who it is, though. Hey, Green, how are you doing? Glad you found me over here. Alright, so we needed to... Oh, we need to go back to Dragonhead, right? Dragonhead? Is that what it's called? Camp Dragonhead. Yep. Look at this thing. It's like a Aurora Borealis wolf. That's what I'm calling that thing. Reason to finally tear up the carpet, son. There you go. Way to find the positive.
Your return is most timely. Of their own accord, my thoughts had turned to your task and the progress thereof. I confess, my imaginings...
Oh, aren't these guys cold with no shirt on?
But you are here now, and I suspect such frivolous wonderings do little justice to the reality of your travails. Tell me, what did you learn of Iceheart?
I saw Iceheart's lips. I think they had, like, ice-colored lips. That's about all we saw. We saw, like, the bottom half of their face.
And this transpired at Snowcloak? Of all the highlands, that towering wall has borne the worst of the region's brutal shift in climate. So inhospitable has Snowcloak become that we have still to survey the area in its entirety. Could its frozen heights conceal the heretics' hideaway? Mayhap a more robust reconnaissance effort is in order. Putting such considerations aside for the moment, we still know far too little of this Iceheart. That she is capable of commanding such a band of fanatics bespeaks natural authority, and no small measure of charisma. As much as I would like to fathom this mystery with you, the situation has grown beyond my personal purview. I am bound by duty to inform the Temple Knights and request that they bring this matter to its conclusion. Given the glowing reports the new commander has garnered thus far, I am certain that they can be relied upon to take appropriate action. Though Iceheart's true identity yet eludes us, you have provided us with a point from which to begin. Sometimes it takes but a single stone to prompt an avalanche. On the matter of the stolen provisions, I have already made arrangements for a second shipment to be sent to Revenant's Toll. I could not well allow such an honorable venture to be undermined by one miserable setback.
That's nice of you. Huh. I'm so curious who Iceheart is. I wonder if it's gonna be somebody that I know, or have maybe encountered before, or maybe just somebody brand new as well. Interesting. Let's see, Revenant's Tall. Okay, let's go. Let's report back. All right. Okay, here we go. 'Tis good to see you return to the toll. How fared you in the frozen wastes of Korthus? House Fortemps is to send us a second shipment. I must send thanks to Lord Horshafont for his continued generosity. Yet even as our town grows in prosperity, I fear it will attract even greater numbers of those who would do us harm in the name of greed or power. All of us, Alfino's new recruits included, must remain vigilant against such threats. Oh. Let's see. I think this is the one that I can get. +1. Oh, I forgot I still had the Noctis gloves on. There we go. Let me see what it actually looks like. What? Did y'all hear that goat? Where did that come from? Am I crazy? I swear I just heard like a goat sound. Okay. Let's see what this actually looks like. It's like a full-on mask. Interesting. Tataru, where are you? I wonder if Tataru's gonna have voice acting. I don't think we've heard any voice acting for them. Probably not yet. This is probably not like a cutscene type of thing. Yeah, these parchments need to be sorted, and these documents, why are they even here? Oh, I'm sorely tempted to file the lot in my waste paper basket. A Solitary, you startled me. You wish to lend a hand? Splendid. Would you be a dear and hand these uniforms to the new recruits? They're scattered about Revenant's Toll, and I haven't the time to track them all down. The recruits know to don their garb immediately and assemble here in the Rising Stones. You'll want to report directly back to Alfino if you don't wish to miss the ceremony. I wonder if the Scions will ever have matching uniforms. A well-funded organization is a well-dressed organization, I suppose. Oh, we got 8 of them to deliver? Okay. I thought it best to mimic my fellows here, but I admit that I have no idea what we're supposed to be doing. Ah, our new uniforms. I am reminded of my induction into the Wood Whalers. Okay. So let's talk to Alfino, and let's see if that'll start the ceremony, I'm guessing. Alright, Alfino. Ah, Tataru mentioned you were handing out the new uniforms. I assume you've now met the rest of the recruits. Some few answered the call to arms. I put forth through the established grand companies and such. We are not yet an army, but there is much a small corps of elite warriors can achieve. Did I mention I thought of a name for the company? 'Tis my hope that it shall soon be known across the breadth of Eorzea. What's it going to be called? The moment of truth draws near, Solitary. Once the last of the recruits is gathered, I shall make the official announcement. Ooh! Do I get a uniform? I guess I'm not technically part of the company.
Comrades, your presence here this day signifies the momentous choice that each of you has made.
Oh, music.
With your strength now pledged to the scions of the Seventh Dawn, you are beholden to no single nation. You stand as the vanguard for a united Eorzea. From this moment forth, I declare you Crystal Braves.
Crystal
Let
Braves.
us mend this fractured realm and face our enemies as one.
Cool. I like the name, Crystal Braves.
Whether it be the Beastmen and their primals, or the conflict in Carteneau, it is plain that the nations of Eorzea cannot solve the problems which plague the realm. Thus does it fall to some few heroic souls to succeed where they have failed. Come, take your place at the Scion's side as guardians of Eorzea, and together we shall fight for the freedom of all!
Let's go.
For the freedom of all!
I like the uniforms too, actually. I don't get a uniform, I just have to do all the grunt work, huh?
A rousing speech, Alphino. Or should I say, Crystal Brave Commander Leveilleur?
Please, Antecedent. The title is honorary. I shall not be leading the troops into battle, as it were. We are of the same purpose. Let us join hands and do what must be done to save this land.
The Scions stand ready.
Ooh. This little piano theme? I don't know if I've heard this before. Oh, we only got to hear like 5 seconds of it though. Alright, Minfilia, what's up?
I'm eager to see what the Crystal Braves might accomplish. This shall prove an interesting time indeed for the Scions. Yes, I'm listening. So our worst fears are confirmed. The entire Isle. Such power defies comprehension. Truly? Kryl is alive?
Kryl?
Thank the 12.
Is that one of the sons of Baldesion?
I see. Pray, inform me if her condition changes.
Oh, maybe not.
Yes, I shall pass on your words to Urianger. My thanks. I shall contact you anon. When I learned of the loss of the Isle of Val, I dared not hope that my friend had survived.
Oh.
Yet, by some miracle, it would seem she has. She's still to regain consciousness, it is true, but better that than death.
True.
Putting this happy news to one side, we must now endeavor to make sense of the readings taken by the survey party. It appears the etheric disturbance which accompanied the Isle's destruction is of a magnitude alarmingly close to that of Ultima. Could the Ascians be responsible for this devastation as well? I wonder. Have you heard aught from the Mother Crystal since the battle with the Garleans?
Not really. I don't think so.
Then she speaks to neither one of us. Heidelin silence portends naught but ill, I fear. Louisoix, I pray you yet watch over us.
Huh. Oh. Hold up. Very good. See that the provisions are prepared for transport. Let us hope that this shipment is spared the fate of the last. Uh-oh. The winds are uncommon fierce this day. Whoa. Look at that thing. Oh, are we going inside of it? Who's this guy? Whoa. Are these the Temple Knights they mentioned earlier? Oh? Oh? What did I just see? What did I just see? So we had like a king on a throne. I'm guessing those are the Temple Knights, but then we had... Huh. Interesting. Interesting. I'm not quite sure what I just saw there. I'm sure we'll find out in time. I think this is probably a good place to call it for today. Appreciate everybody stopping by the stream. Or if you're watching this later on YouTube, hopefully you enjoy as well. Appreciate all of your support. It means a lot as I'm trying to get kind of the channel up and running here. So I really appreciate you stopping by and spending some time here.